my loves, it is time for reading today, and I hope you are ready to put everything that we've learned about informational text all together. So I want you to think back to Frindle. Think back. Okay, so when we did Frindle, what we did is we read the book, and as we were reading, we talked about all of the things that you have learned, all the strategies like synthesizing, inferencing, summarizing, central idea. We took all of those things and like point of view and plot, and we put them all in one book. And we read the chapters, and we went through and we analyzed those characters, and we talked about the character changes. Well, we're going to start looking at that in nonfiction informational passages. And what I mean by that is we today and tomorrow we're going to look at some passages, and then Thursday, Friday we're actually going to look at some books. And I just want to show you how to take all these things. Look at this. All of these things that I've taught you, and instead of just doing it in instead of just doing it one strategy per article, you're going to do all of them in one, because as you're reading nonfiction, this is what your mind should be thinking about. So I'm going to model to you, and that just means show you. I'm going to model to you what I do and my thinking when I'm reading. Okay, so today, again, it's passages, it's articles actually, and today, tomorrow, and Thursday, Friday, we'll do books. So let's talk about text features. Text features are the like the headings, the subheadings, type of print. Those are the things that you see that help you know that it is nonfiction. So also they help us as readers because they highlight some key points. They break up the text. They help us find things in the book. Text features are absolutely great, and that's how we know it's nonfiction. We also have text structure. There are 5 different types of text structure. We have description, compare and contrast, chronological sequence, problem and solution, and cause and effect. And almost every single article or nonfiction book that you read is going to have a text structure. So remember, description is when we talk about one thing, and it just describes that one thing to you. Compare and contrast is 2, and they tell you similarities and differences between the both. The sequence is they tell you an order of events, and they tell you it in order. Problem and solution is they give you a problem and how you should solve it. And cause and effect is they give you an event, and they tell you what happens after it. Okay, this is just a quick review. When we summarize nonfiction text, our first sentence should be the who or the what and where or when it takes place. So who is it about? Where does it take place? And then your 3rd, 4th, and 5th is you should tell me a main idea from the beginning, the middle, and the end. And remember, when I say main idea, I mean central idea. And central idea is the main thing that the article talks about. So if it's an article all about orangutans, typically that's going to be in there. But remember, we're working on writing our central ideas in complete sentences. So you have to not only tell me the central idea, but how do they tell you that? Okay, a couple more. Author's purpose. Now, we don't really look at persuade and entertain for nonfiction. I told you guys that in our lesson. No, really persuade and entertain. We focus on inform, explain, and describe. So are they giving you new info? Are they trying to teach you something? Are they using sensory details to show what it looked, smelled, sounded, felt, or tasted? So I'm going to read an article today, and it is called Tigers. Before I ever read the article, now, this is the little thing that we're going to work on filling out together. But before I ever read the article, I'm going to look for text features, because text features, again, tell me that it's nonfiction, and they help me get an idea of the central idea before I ever start reading. So first things first, I'm going to look right here at the title. The title is Tigers. A tiger has many features which makes them amazing hunters. So there's one. I also see some headings: jaws and teeth, paws, night vision, speed, stripes. It looks like they're going to give me a lot of information about tigers. So So my first text feature I'm noticing before I ever read, this is what I do. Text features first. Is I'm going to write down some text features I noticed. So I noticed a heading, and headings highlights the key points. Okay, so now I see bolded words, instantly and habitat. So I see bold words. That is a text feature. Those bolded words show me that they are important. They might be vocab that I don't know. I also see a glossary right here, which is different because I don't normally see those in articles. So that's pretty cool. So I see another text feature, a glossary, and that glossary gives me definitions. I also see a caption. And a caption is that little blurb, kind of like on Instagram where it tells you what's going on in the picture. So that caption is a little description of the picture. And it has a picture. And pictures help me visualize. It helps me visualize. So, for example, you know what a tiger is. You've probably seen them in the zoo or on TV. But if it's some kind of animal you have never seen before, that picture will help you visualize and see what it looks like. I also see another picture and another caption that I'm noticing. I already filled up my page, so I'm not going to write it down. But I think that's all I notice about this just from looking at it. So just by looking at this, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then six-ish text features. So as I'm reading, I'm going to try to figure out what's the author's purpose. Why did the author write this? Why? What was his purpose? What's the main thing this author is talking about? How did they organize the text? And then I'm going to have you summarize it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start reading. I want you to pay attention to my thinking. As I'm reading, I'm going to think out loud. So when I'm reading, I'll be facing right here. And when I'm thinking, I'm going to look at you and talk about it. Okay, so tigers. A tiger has many features which makes them amazing hunters. Okay, so before I start, that makes me think of the central idea. Because I'm assuming this is going to tell me all about the features of a tiger. That makes me think the main thing it talks about is the different features. But I'm going to keep reading and see if I'm right. Okay, jaws and teeth. Did you know a tiger can bite right through bones with their strong jaws and teeth? Their favorite way to hunt is by using this skill. They will bite the neck off their prey to kill it instantly. Paws. To kill, a tiger will sometimes use their paws. They can be about 8 inches long and tall. That's almost the size of a dinner plate. One swipe from a tiger's paw can smash bones like a skull or back. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I think I was right about the central idea. I'm thinking it's telling me all about the different features of a tiger. And I learned that just by that first sentence, guys. Just the first sentence told me that. Now, the author's purpose, I'm noticing that it's giving me a lot of facts about tigers. All about the tiger, all about their jaws and teeth, and all about their paws so far. I'm on night vision right now. And I also noticed as I was reading that don't you see how this is giving me, again, a bunch of facts about the tiger? Text structure can be hard to identify. But I can automatically knock off compare and contrast because there's not two things. We're only talking about tigers, right? And I can automatically knock off chronological sequence. It's not telling me anything in order. I can honestly knock off problem and solution too. There's no problem here. They're just talking about tigers. And cause and effect, I don't know yet because there's no event. But I'm stuck between cause and effect and description right now. And that's just from the first 2 paragraphs. So let's keep reading. Night vision. Tigers love to hunt at night. They have great night vision and can see 6 times better at night than a person. This way, they can be extra sneaky when they spot a yummy meal. They may be big and heavy, but that does not slow down a tiger. At full speed, a tiger can run 30 to 40 miles an hour. Okay, still talking about different features of a tiger. Still giving me facts about a tiger. Still only talking about tigers, and there's no events yet. It's just facts, right? So let's keep going. Tigers have an orange, white, and black stripe pattern. This makes them really hard to find in their natural habitat. They blend into the forest and grass where they hunt and live. And then I have my glossary if I didn't know what those 2 bolded words mean. Okay, well, that was pretty easy. It only talked about tigers, guys. There was no event. So I can now mark off cause and effect. I'm just left with description. So let's look at our paper. What is the author's purpose of this text? And explain how you know. This assignment's going to take you a while. And that's why I'm trying to make today as easy as possible, because I know this is going to take you a while. You have to tell me how you know. You can't just pick, inform, persuade, entertain, explain, describe. You can't just pick one now. You have to tell me how you know. And how. How are they doing that? So here is what I was thinking. It's either going to be inform, explain, or describe. Did it give me any steps or try to teach me anything? No. Nothing was taught to me besides facts about tigers. Now, I get confused between inform and describe. One thing that gave me a clue that it was inform was it kept saying, did you know? Did you know? This is a fact. This is a fact. They can be 8 inches tall. They didn't really say tigers are the fiercest, most crazy looking animal. They didn't really describe anything to me. They didn't tell me how it smelled or sounded or felt. They didn't say anything about how a tiger smells. Ew. So it is definitely to inform. And what is it informing me of? Well, to inform me, or I'm going to say the reader. Me is a little kindergarten. To inform the reader about facts. Oh, no. I'm just going to say to inform the reader about tigers. To inform the reader about tigers. That's how I write that, and it completes in it. So you'll think to inform, what are they informing me of? Or how are they informing me? So to inform the readers about tigers and explain how you know. Well, we know because it gave us several facts and new information on tigers. Okay, so that was my author's purpose. And if you're freaking out that you don't remember what all of these things are, I'm going to put the anchor charts below. So use those to help you pick out what your answers are. So let's move on to the central idea. I circled what I think the central idea is. I'm just going to reword it a little bit. Y'all remember that? And I confirmed. Okay, the central idea of the text. I'm just going to say tigers have many amazing, and I'm going to say qualities just because I want to switch it up. But you could say features if you wanted to, like it said right here. But tigers have many amazing qualities. It talks about all the different qualities. Do I need to list them? No, because it's the central idea. What is this text structure and how do I know? Well, I was thinking, and as I was reading, I was thinking, doesn't talk about 2 things, so no. Doesn't give me anything in order, so no. No problem, no. And there's no event, and there's no thing that happened because of the event. So the only thing I'm left with is description, because it's giving me details about tigers. So the text structure is description because it is giving me details about tigers. And done. That's how I know. Fit it all in one sentence. Now remember, you're writing incomplete sentences. All right, so now for our summary. So real quickly, I'm going to show you the summary anchor chart, and I want you to pause the video, and I want you to come up with a summary. Now, you don't have to write this down, but I do want you to do it in your head. So do it in your head, come up with a summary, and let's see if our summaries match. Okay, so I hope that you unpaused. You kind of have a little bit more of an idea of your summary, but I'm going to say our first thumb is the who or the what. So obviously it's tigers and where and when. There's not really a where or a when. So I'm going to start off with my central idea. So tigers are amazing creatures with many great features. Hey, I rhymed. Creatures, features. So tigers are amazing creatures with many great features. So now I've done my who, my where, when, and I'm going to do a main idea from beginning, middle, and the end. So remember, you're paraphrasing here. So that means you write in your own words. So I'm going to do, instead of doing beginning, middle, and end, since this is a article, I'm going to use these headings to help me. So I'm just going to write maybe one or two sentences for a couple of them. So they have strong, sorry guys, that's my attendance alarm. They have strong jaws and teeth. They have, I'm going to say they have strong jaws and teeth, huge paws, because that's the whole thing. And I'm going to talk about their night vision. Because you can't leave anything out in a summary. You've got to say a little summary about everything. They can run really fast and have orange, white, and black stripes. And it says to blend in to their habitat. So that's my summary. Yours might not have been exactly like that, but as long as you got in every detail, a little bit about every single heading, then I think that you're good. All right, my lovelies. So that is kind of how you take all the things that we've learned and put it into an article and think about it in one article. So today you're going to fill out this same nonfiction strategies assignment, but you're going to use an article. And guess what, guys? It looks very similar, but instead of tigers, you're going to learn about orangutans. So remember, first start off with your text features, and then as you're reading, think about all of these things. I will put the anchor charts for you right down below so that if you forget what something is, you can look down there. Now, for my friends who get on help time, I am happy to help you and talk you through it. But guess what? You have to start by yourself. You have to try by yourself. You can do a summary by yourself. You can find text features by yourself. All of those things. I'm happy to help, but there are some things that you can do by yourself, and I need you to try. All right, guys. I love y'all so much. Have a great day.